First off, I want to give a quick little edit here. This is the editor me. This isn't the me that you're gonna see here in the next few minutes. Um, I cannot count for the life of me. I mentioned in the video that I have been gone for 2 years, which is not true at all. I've only been gone for a year. My brain thought it was 2 years, but it was only just one. So ignore me saying me being gone for 2 years. It's only just been for 1 year. All right. With that being said, I'll let the other me take care of explaining everything. I'll see you guys later. I'll vanish. Just I'm back. Sorta, kinda, maybe. I honestly don't know.
Oh, brother, this guy's
Or at least watching this video, at least you can safely say, like, hey, he's alive. He's not dead. He didn't vanish off into the void of nothingness. He didn't fade off into the walls or anything like that. But I am here. I am very much alive. I did not fade off into existence. I am still very much alive. You're probably wondering, where have I been for the last 2 stinking years? And I to be completely honest with you, I've been chilling at home with mostly work, church related things as well, other priorities, I guess. But if you're at least watching this video and if you've been wondering, like, why did I just completely drop out of Twitch? Why did I just like stop doing Twitch live streams since 2023? And there are a good couple of reasons as to why I just sort of stopped. We're just gonna lay this all out on the table here. This is just me being completely open, completely honest about where have I been and why did I stop. First off, I've been doing good for myself. I've been going at it at my work. I've been going at it with my youth group. For those of you guys who didn't know, I'm also a youth group leader for my church's youth group. I'm also responsible for ministering to teenagers the same way that I minister to all of you guys on Kaori's Discord. So there's also been that particular aspect. Obviously with my job, I've been working hard at it. I've always thought about coming back, but it just never really felt right in that aspect. Like, I would come home completely tired from like just the regular work day, and on top of that I had to help mod for Kaido and Kaori. Not saying that those things are a bad thing, but it was one of those things where it was just like, man, I really kind of have myself all booked up from top to bottom. So yeah, that's pretty much sums it up as to where have I been for the last 2 years. As far as to why I left, I know I mentioned it to a couple of you guys within the Discord or whatnot, but there's a lot of people that I still feel like I owe an explanation to, and I'm going to give those explanations out completely.
Hello everybody, my name is Welcome.
Starting off with number one, the main number one reason that I felt that I just like left was it felt more like a chore. It felt more like a duty to me. And one of the things that I had in mind of when I am streaming is I want to have a good time. I want to do this because it's fun. I want to do this because I get to entertain you guys from whatever type of crappy day you guys have already been having. And the main thing that I needed to remember was, you can do all of that stuff, but where's the time for you? Where's the moment where you need to sit down and relax? Where's the moment where you need to sit down and check on yourself to make sure that you're okay, that you can still go, that you can still do all of this? And I got so caught up with trying to make all of my streams top notch, trying to make it to where it was good, to where I shouldn't have any like issues as far as like overlays, as far as like the insides of Twitch go. And obviously if you were there to watch some of my streams, Sometimes they went good, sometimes they went bad. Also went bad to the point where the internet would randomly disconnect, which, by the way, that has been fixed. Got brand new internet. It has been working like a dream. No random disconnections since then, and I am very thankful for that. Going on to number 2, I kind of summed this up in number 1, but the second reason was just technical issues. It's just like I went in here thinking like this would be the easiest thing, or like the easiest side hustle. Probably shouldn't say hustle because I don't get paid for any of this, and I'm not looking to get paid for any of it. I just could not stand dealing with the technical stuff. And some of you guys saw that whenever I did run into a technical situation, it immediately dampened my mood. It immediately put a damper on everything that I had intentionally going for my streams or anything of that nature, and that's not a good reflection if you're trying to be a content creator, if you're trying to be a streamer or a real life streamer on Twitch. Is you don't like every once in a while you can pull that off and people will understand you and be there with you, but if it's constantly happening over and over for stuff that you haven't bothered to fix or stuff that's out of your control, it really is kind of hard to keep watching. And I noticed that too. And as far as the third reason goes as to why I just randomly dipped, I felt like God was pulling me in a different direction as far as this goes. Now, a lot of you guys know that I am a Christian. I am a Christian all the way through, and at the time that I was streaming, at the time that I was doing all of this, I was putting God all the way down the leaderboard. If I had to think really long and hard about where God was as far as my leaderboard goes of stuff that I like to do or stuff that I have in my life, God was down all the way at the very bottom. And if you're a Christian, you know that God needs to always be first in every situation. In everything that we do, God needs to be first. All the glory and the power goes to Him, and I was really feeling like that was not the case. So that's another reason why I stepped back. And after stepping back, it felt like a huge weight was lifted off of my shoulders. I didn't have any boundaries. I didn't have to worry about when's the next stream, when's the next what going to happen. And it opened my eyes a lot when I took that step back. I was able to go to my state's church camp for the very first time. I've never ever actually been to a church camp before, and it felt really amazing to be there. If I could share the entire experience, then I would. But for the sake of this YouTube video, probably won't have enough time. I don't know if YouTube still does a 15-minute limit on videos or not. I don't think so. But just for the sake of time, I won't dive into it. But there was a lot of things that I did. I was able to enjoy life more than what I originally did, because as the days went out, it was okay, you're going to work, you're coming back home, you got to do this. You're going to work, you're coming back home. Get ready for stream if you're able to stream. And whenever I felt like I was getting ready to stream, there was always something tugging me that was distracting me or pulling me away from that, which my brain could not process it right, if that all really makes sense. So those are the main 3 reasons as to why I left. Now, as far as if I am going to be making a return to Twitch, that is still up on the table. It is up on the table. I have not forgotten it. It's still there. I had to completely change my entire setup layout and everything, because before I used to do this with Twitch Studios. Twitch Studios now is no longer active anymore. They actually discontinued it at the end of May, and I'm like, dude, no, come on. It sucked. It did suck. for that to get changed, and I was trying to make it work with OBS. And I know OBS is useful in a lot of things, but I recently just started using Streamlabs for most of my stuff. So everything that you may be seeing is all going to be done through Streamlabs because it does not take as much resources as OBS did. I still have to test it to see if like we're okay as far as like a test stream goes. So maybe if you do see like a notification come up saying like,
hey, he's back, he hasn't streamed in a while,
it's probably a test stream. It's not an official comeback stream. I did try to like officially come back last year for the Game Awards. I tried doing that with Jude and Saya of Abyss. Those are the two people that I've been mainly collabing with for the longest time ever since I stopped streaming and everything, which huge shout out to Jude Knight and Say of Abyss. They will all be right here on the side. You can check them out via YouTube. I know Jude has a YouTube. I don't know Saya has a YouTube. But if you want to check out Saya, his Twitter is right here in the palm of my hand. Probably can't tell it's there. Editor me, what are you doing? Move on to the next set. That is pretty much the best explanation that I can give to you guys as far as why I left and where have I been. Now, I do want to address this portion of the video here. If you're noticing this video pop up on YouTube, this technically is the first YouTube video that I'm going to make, which I did used to make YouTube videos before. I used to make a lot of videos when I was in high school. I got really embarrassed by the fact that people were finding them and sending me clips of it and making me cringe on the inside. And so I deleted all of those videos. I redid all of my YouTube channel. I don't know what to expect out of this YouTube channel. I'm still trying to figure that out. Like what's the type of content that I want to go for, or what's the type of direction that God wants me to go for. You may see Let's Play videos from time to time. We may even throw up sermons that I do on Wednesday nights. We may never know. We may never know. This is completely going off in what God wants me to do with this channel here, and I want to stand by that as much as possible. For sermon videos, this would be a first for me because I've given messages before. I've ministered to adults, I've ministered to kids, I've ministered to teenagers, but ministering online feels like a different avenue. So I may not have it right as far as doing a video and you having to watch the video, but I'm gonna let God take the reins on this one. So if you guys want to stick around for that, if you're even remotely curious about that sort of stuff, that curiosity is good because I'm curious about it as well. We're gonna go through this hand in hand like freaking a pack of troopers as far as I'm aware. So that's pretty much going to explain it. As far as the Twitch return date goes, I don't know if I'll come back to Twitch or not. Like I said, it is still very much up on the table. I do want to thank all of you guys for bearing with me and waiting on me to make my return. I can't wait to meet with you all again and just be my little freaking self here. So thank you guys very much for taking the time to watch this video. I know this sounded like a yap fest, but it's an informational yap fest at this point. So thank you guys very much. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Make sure you stay strong, samurai strong. And with that being said, I will see you guys later.
Now here we go, it's the end of the show. Hear them, they're calling.